everyone. I'm Heidi Jacoby, and I am part of your Merrimack Valley Polka Dot Powerhouse leadership team. And today I'm bringing to you our April speaker. Her name is Mel, and I had the honor of meeting her right before she joined Polka Dot. And I loved what she's doing in the world, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about that. But before we even get started, I encourage you to register for the Merrimack Valley April meetings, which are April 20th at 11:30 Eastern time on Zoom, Wednesday, April 21st, 11:30 Eastern time on Zoom. And then we have our very limited in-person at KJ's at 6 p.m. on the 21st. So Mel, thank you for being here. I know the topic of your, well, let's start out by you telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Awesome. So I am a parenting and life coach, and I help parents raise the well-being and emotional health of their children by becoming more self-aware and present, actually, so they can parent more confidently and consciously and teach their children how to better navigate negative feelings and also the power of their thoughts.
Oh, that's awesome. And I understand you have children as well, right?
I do. They are now 17 and 20.
Oh my gosh. So you have quite the experience to be talking about this. So that's awesome. And the topic that you're talking about is called understanding feelings. Tell me a little bit of why you're passionate about this topic.
Well, it's huge for me. I believe so powerfully in how powerful our feelings are. And also as a society, we seem to have making happiness as a goal. So we all think that we should be happy all the time. All the time. But what happens is when we have negative feelings, we think something has gone wrong.
Yeah.
And this also now lends into how we parent. When our kids aren't happy, something's wrong for them and we have to fix it.
Oh, that's right.
And so what happens is we teach our kids that you fix for negative feelings and you fix with something outside of you.
Interesting.
And so they go through their lives thinking it's something outside of them that's going to make them feel better. And so that's the piece that honestly, I wish I had known decades ago.
Yeah, and all of our parents do the best they can until they know to do better or how to do better, right? And, not having children, part of our conversation was about my niece and my nephew and what they're going through and how different it has been through this pandemic. How do you think the pandemic has affected this subject matter and our children and ourselves, really?
The pandemic has brought up everything to the surface. Mm-hmm. So all of the fears, all of the worries, all of the anxieties are right here. Mm-hmm. They're not buried anymore. We are facing them and we have to deal with them.
Yeah.
And so as parents, we need to deal with our own. Mm-hmm. And then also, how do we help our kids deal with that? Because it's just such an issue for everyone these days. And that's the piece where I am, this talk in particularly is really about helping parents learn to help their kids deal with those negative feelings.
Well, and what I find interesting about what you said is that we've been able to bury them just by the doing. Like we would go out, we would go do this, we would go do that. And being all together, sequestered in our homes, not having that, all those other people, it has for me brought a lot of feelings up to the top where I've said, that's an interesting feeling. What am I supposed to do with that? And I'm sure, and I've seen it, like I said, with my niece and my nephews, just a new way of coping. Like their release might have been going to school and being with friends, and they don't have that anymore. Right. So now how do they do that and feel that for themselves? So I'm looking forward to this. Obviously, I've given it a lot of thought, but I met you before you were Dot, which I am going to be my claim to fame. But just to give us a little bit, some more insight into you, what's one unique thing about you personally that you would like to share with all your sister Dots?
So one unique thing about me, honestly, is when I am passionate about something, I'm really passionate about it. Like beyond normal. And it just comes out of me. It oozes and it's real and it's right there. So I think everyone's going to really kind of see that. Mm-hmm. but that is just, I just light up when I get excited about something. And this topic in particular really excites me. So
Has there been an interesting topic in your past that you think would be uniquely out of the ordinary?
Oh, honestly, you name it. Like I get the particular like foods. Oh, I had to learn all about that. And then
Yep.
it was, I wanted to know how the brain worked and I had to learn all about that.
Yep.
And when it was, I got into meditating, I had to learn like all the different pieces about it.
Before you settled on what you were going to do, right?
Oh yeah, everything. Like
so you're a researcher, much like my husband.
Yes, I research to the nth degree, and I love to read. So it just all, and honestly, one sentence you hear a lot if you're in my world is, so I'm reading a new book.
Oh, there's a lot of dots that are going to want to connect with you. There is often requests for what are you reading now, or what's the next thing you're reading. And I think that's a really fun. So you've dropped a lot of great reasons for people to connect with you. So I hope as this comes forward, you'll get that feel. And we're all here as a sisterhood to lift each other up. So I am excited for you to be with us again on April 20th, 11:30 Eastern time on Zoom. Wednesday, April 21st, 11:30 Eastern time on Zoom. And then April 21st, 6 p.m. Eastern time in person at KJ's. So register. I think this one is going to really be powerful for everyone because, when we're talking about children and teens and their feelings, that's also within us, and feelings are for all of us. So I think it's really going to relate to everyone. Invite your guests, have people come. It's going to be so much fun. Mel, it's been great talking with you today. Have a great couple of weeks, and then we'll see you at the meeting.
Awesome. Thanks, Heidi. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Take care.